just a quick introduction of who I am, and just keep it short. I'm Linda Worley. I've been a Rotary Club member since the 1990s. I think just about as long as I've been married. And I'm also the first to join Rotary in my family. My father and his family escaped the Nazis in 1938, and they came to the United States through organizations that got them there safely. And my mom's been a homemaker, busy raising me, basically. So it's kind of neat to be the first in the family. And what was interesting is Sandra Froelich, I don't know if you guys know Sandra or knew Sandra, she was the president of the Studio City Chamber of Commerce when I first joined back in the 90s, having established my art and piano teaching practice. I figured, well, I got to get the word out. And her daughter Donna and I were classmates back in junior high, Robert Frost Junior High, and we used to sit together on the bus and protect ourselves from the boys with cooties and so forth, so we go way back. And Sandra came to me when she was in the chamber and convinced me to join Rotary, so I have her to thank for that. What's interesting is that this, we're talking about the art show. Back in the early 2000s, when I was involved with the Studio City Club, they asked me to coordinate an annual student art show, which we did at one of the local banks, which is now where Union Bank is. And we would have everyone in, everyone participated, hung lots of work from 3 high schools, and I was able to get colleagues to come and judge it, and then they received ribbons. I don't remember if there was any financial rewards. I think there might have been scholarship monies that were awarded. And it just came down to the schools were running their own shows within their school, so we stopped doing it. So I'll be a little rusty on getting back into it, but it should be fun to do this again, because it's very exciting for the kids. They get acknowledgement besides just hanging their work up in their home. My own school, what I've done over the years with the Studio City Club is I always purchased a booth for my students to exhibit. I wanted them to have the opportunity to take their work out of the living room, have it professionally framed, and at a professional show, so they're amongst other professional artists. And every year they would receive a certificate and had a little Rotary logo on it, and so it would trigger something. It's in their home. Maybe they would get involved with Rotary later on, so it sort of planted a seed there. And I also partner with local businesses like the M Street Coffee. We have a show coming up November 1st. It's going to be up for a week. It's on Moore Park near Fulton, and the gracious owner, I'm going to have her try to get involved in Rotary eventually. She lives nearby, and so we have a big party. They have you know, the frappuccinos, and everyone helps hang their work. It's a hanging. And then, so their work's out to get it recognized and so forth. So that's really exciting. Let's see, what else? Back in the 90s, I was also approached by Coach Art. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Coach Art. They partner with schools like myself and, you know, athletic coaches. I basically provide free art classes for kids who are either themselves or their siblings are undergoing, you know, major illnesses. In fact, one girl was with me from the age of 10 all the way through junior high, high school, and off to college. And I'm not really allowed to know what her situation was, but I think she had leukemia, but she needed to go every single art class. And when they're there, they're there. And they're the best attendants. And I have a couple families that are still with me. We'll see them through to college. So I love Coach Art, and they're just great. So you can find them online. And also on my website, there's a link to learn more about them. And maybe we can do something with them at some point too. If people want to volunteer to teach yoga to the kids or athletics. I do art and piano, so it's really, really cool. And that's basically it. I'm also on the Greater Valley Glen Council. I'm the Arts and Education Committee Chair, so I get to spend taxpayer dollars on arts and education. My committee, if I can brag, we just got close to $2,000 earmarked for local schools to do theater. Theater Payne came into Irwin Street and redesigned their whole garden for them. We paid for that. They're going to have an edible and native plant garden for education. That's part of the curriculum now. And we got a $1,000 grant to, I don't know if you guys have heard of Jack London Continuing High School. Fabulous. They turned that parking lot into a garden. They're doing a sensory garden for the blind, and that $1,000 is going to go for them to buy, you know, the equipment they need. And so they'll be able to have that up and running in a couple months. And then Enrichment Works, another really great organization that brings theater, educational theater, into the schools. And these are professionally trained, you know, theater trained actors and actresses, and then Irwin we gave them another 500. So they're going to have their show in November, and that brings culture to these kids that would never have gone to live theater before. So planting seeds. And that's about it. Any questions?